we are not rare. But before you leave, you will perceive the lore will be unlocked. You might be stalked by a Sasquatch or a ghost witch, possibly even a ghost that will boast about knowing the Ohio grassman or even the Michigan dogman. Werewolves hunt, poltergeists are up front, but in these backwoods folklore is unlocked.
Welcome back to Folklore Unlocked. I'm Austin, and like always, I'm joined by Ethan.
Yep, hello again, everyone.
And this week, we are taking a look at the Ozark Howler. And it's also known as the Howler, the Ozark Black Howler, the Hoo-Hoo, the Nightshade Bear, or the Devil Cat. So it's got a bunch of names that's known by. And it's reported to live in the Ozark Mountains of Arkansas and Missouri, and to a lesser extent in Texas and Oklahoma. Its cry is said to sound like a mix of a wolf's howl, an elk's bugle, and a hyena's laughter. And it's described by being around the size of a bear with a thick body, stocky legs, black shaggy hair, and prominent horns. And some reports say it's got glowing red eyes, long fangs, and a long tail.
Yeah, that's quite the combination there, like especially the names and stuff being something like a howler or a bear or possibly some sort of big cat. So there's a lot of different ways you could look at it.
Exactly.
And apparently Daniel Boone had sighted the howler in the earliest recorded sighting, which occurred in Missouri in the early 1800s. And Boone reportedly fired his gun at the howler in some versions of the story.
So yeah, Daniel Boone is kind of a recurring figure in some of these cryptids that we go over, because this isn't the first time that we've mentioned Daniel Boone having a sighting of a cryptid, and it probably won't be the last either.
He was one of the first cryptid hunters.
Yes. And some recent sightings. There's one reported in Newton County, Arkansas in 2011, and there was a reported photograph of a Ozark Howler at Devil's Den State Park in 2015.
So that's like it's still a few years away, but it's somewhat recent compared to the 1800s.
Yeah, I recent as in the last 20 years.
Yeah. Then there are other similar entities. Like folklorists believe that it might be a part of the branch of black dogs of death family that includes Grim, Black Shuck, and Hellhounds. And then the Howler has also been tied to predictions of death like other black dogs of death.
And little spoiler, we're going to take a look at Hellhounds in the next couple of months. Still a little bit ways out, but little spoiler alert.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah. And the first theory that of what the Howler possibly could be is that of the North American red wolf, and this theory comes from husband and wife Forrest and Jessica Galante, and we've got a picture of the red wolf if you're on YouTube that you can look at.
Yeah, I don't know about this theory, especially because of like the description of it, because it being like the size of a bear, possibly having horns. I guess long tail kind of fits that a little bit, but I don't know about this one.
Well, if it's at like night, its ears could possibly be mistaken for horns, and it could look black at night.
Okay, I didn't think about that. The ears being kind of looking like horns at night. I mean, I'll give you that. Yeah.
And people are known to exaggerate size when they're scared, and especially when it's at night.
Mm.
So
Now,
I'm just throwing out some theories of my own here.
yeah. Now, the second theory is it might be some misidentified or unrecognized big cat that might live in the area, according to cryptozoologists. So there might be some big cat that we don't know about, might be living around there.
Or like I said in the red wolf part, misidentified because of it being at night. And then the third is that some biologists believe that it's a mountain lion breed that is either mutated into a new subspecies or a mountain lion hybrid with another known creature, but that's in this case unknown, since we don't have any DNA evidence of what bred with to make this new hybrid. Which mountain lions are kind of big animals. I wouldn't say bear sized, but
Well, they're definitely big. That's the thing. I don't think I've probably seen one like at a zoo or whatnot, but like every time I see them, they look bigger than what I imagine. And then we have some other theories. It could have been possibly a wild boar. Boars do get to very, very large sizes and do have like large tusks, which aren't horns, but kind of like we said before, the ears.
close enough.
Yeah, the ears could look like horns. So, then there's also the eastern woodland bison, which are very big size, kind of have shaggy hair, and do have horns. We have the hyena, which is not native to the area, but possibly could have been released from possibly a zoo or some other way.
Private collections.
Yeah, different stuff like that. Or it could be possibly a surviving member of the creodont family, which are early carnivorous mammals. And then we have pictures of all of them here on YouTube.
Yeah, the creative families, I know more your speed, Mr. Biologist.
That's why I had to get a picture of one. I had to look one up.
Exactly. And on to our thoughts. Personally, I think it's probably a bear or mountain lion, which are somewhat common. I know mountain lions are common in the Ozarks, so I lean more towards bear or mountain lion just based off the size and people exaggerating stuff. It might be a red wolf, but I'm gonna stick with the bear or mountain lion as my primary theory.
Yeah, I'm gonna go off a more literal interpretation of it. Like, just say, going by the description that people have given, I would say it's probably closer to a bison, which mostly because it said it had horns, which bison have horns. Bison's tails are somewhat long, and then also size of a bear. Bisons are huge, so I mean, plus there's other stuff like the hair on the animal, which I don't really give that much thought, but I mean, bison's hair just kind of looks shaggy and whatnot. And not many animals around this area would fit all of those traits and also live in the same area except for the bison.
So It seems like we've got down to the four main possibilities: bear, mountain lion, bison, red wolf.
Yeah, it's probably
So
one of
we're
those.
no close. So we're really no closer on figuring out exactly what it is here at Folklore Unlocked. But
Which I'll be honest,
well,
I didn't think about, like, whenever I heard horns, I'm like, well, it's got to be a bison. But I didn't think about what you were saying before about the ears possibly looking like horns at night. So I mean, who knows?
and like I said, people don't purposely exaggerate when they're scared, but it's it's like a known kind of a known fact that people when they do get scared do tend to exaggerate accidentally to what they see. So something that's like 2, 3 feet tall could turn into like a 6 or 7, maybe even 8 foot creature.
Exactly.
So it's not necessarily the person's fault for getting scared and getting the description wrong, which honestly we've brought this up a lot on our previous episodes about cryptids that it could be a misidentified like barn owl that with the shadow look taller, but yeah, we've had a lot of things like this where it could have been one animal and it just happened to be another.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's all we've got for this week. Next week, we are going to take a look at the Grafton monster. So join us next week. Any last words, Eve?
No, just thanks for watching, everyone.
Well, thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, drop us a like, comment, subscribe. If you're on Spotify, drop us a follow, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
You might wake up beside Spearfinger with an extended visit from Jack the Ripper. But if you're lucky, it'll be an angel on that range hill of Louisiana. You might meet Mary Laveau or the Rougarou. At Folklore Unlocked, Austin and Ethan concoct their theory of the eerie and unexplained around the world, sometimes even the underworld. The lore is locked behind secrets, the folklore is meant to be unlocked. The Sokoloo is haunting NC as well as Tennessee. There are many giants that might be clients of the Dark Watchers, who might have psychokinesis. And the phantom time hypothesis is like a phoenix, coming back around again and again. Though there's a strain on your brain if you've got more than 2 brain cells in you. Some believe McCartney is dead because they read into the Mandela effect, which is subject